idea is to take a shower or a bath. It's a relaxing thing. It's time for yourself. Sometimes a shower might be a good cry too. So another idea is just consider changing your thoughts. Earlier tonight I was talking to a client about she was frustrated with some homework, and excuse me, one of the problems she was having a really hard time with, and she just started hitting herself. And so talking with the mom, we were discussing how, you can look at that and you can see, man, this is frustrating. I just can't even get this one problem. And yet the mom was really proud of her and happy about how she was getting some of the other problems before that. And she was impressed because they were pretty difficult. And so she can choose, this teen can choose to look at what I'm doing right, what I'm getting right, and keep working to get the other stuff right. And just recognize that, I'm in school for a reason and I'm learning and it's progressive and I'm not going to know everything every time. She can choose to think about that positive side, or choose to focus and be super down on herself for the one that she was really frustrated and having a hard time with. So consider changing your thoughts around something. It's seeing that glass half full instead of half empty. It's choosing to find the positive, the solutions in scenarios. You can tell your thoughts or worries to leave. Sometimes it's just catching them and, you think, oh, I'm just no good at that. And then I realize, no, I don't want to think like that. I can learn how to be better at this, or I am better at this week than I was last week, that sort of a thing. So you kick out that negative thought. Breathe in the good and breathe out the bad. This is a bit of the breathing and visualization together. Sometimes it helps to close your eyes, but it obviously depends on where you're at and what you're doing, if you can close them or not. But it's just it's a focusing on breathing in and positive stuff, and just breathing out and pushing away the negative stuff. It's a good idea to gauge for yourself your scale of emotion. Maybe you're super duper upset about something, and when it comes down to it, it was not the pencil left on the table that was so upsetting. It was the fact that, you got in an argument at work with your boss, and the pencil on the table, when it was supposed to be put away in the drawer, was just kind of that straw that broke the camel's back. And so basically this slide has an idea of gauging for yourself where you're already at emotionally, and deciding, is my response appropriate for this said emotion, or is there other underlying emotions? Because oftentimes there are. We don't, choose to be happy one moment and then the next moment we're not happy anymore, but we're frustrated. We have a combination a lot of the time. So it's good to be aware of what you're feeling and what you're thinking, and then, what's actually bothering you, and is it appropriate? This is a great tool to be teaching our kids. Flying off the handle's not appropriate for your sister, like having a bite of your pancake. That is just silly. Another slide I have is just a list of emotions. So identifying emotions is a great step to begin with. Talk to your kids, be voicing and identifying, oh man, that I would feel this if that had happened to me, and oh, do you see that kid just fell down, on the way to the car? That would hurt, and it might be embarrassing, and or at least I would feel like that, and just kind of be that example for them. And then the next step is you identify it, and then you can figure out, what do I do with this? How can I let it out in a positive or healthy way that doesn't hurt me or doesn't hurt anybody else? So if we keep all of the emotions inside of us, it's kind of like a volcano, and it just builds, and then it's going to explode at some point. And oftentimes it's some little thing that tips it off and makes the volcano explode. So practicing, I suggest that my clients practice some of the relax tools every day. Figure out what ones you like, try new ones, come up with new creative things, and just try them every day, and keep your baseline fairly low, so that when things do come up, it's like that military training. They train, they practice those skills, and then when they need to employ the skills, it's like second nature. It just comes, it's autopilot. And that's the idea here, is you practice your relax tools, and when you need them, they come up. you're comfortable with it. It's easy. You remember it. With the PowerPoint, there are times I've printed it out for people. It's in the works right now. I'm going to make up an e-book version of the Relax tools. I think I'm just going to put it for purchase for 97 cents on my website. Again, it's joyhitstaylor.com, and then there's a shop link page. So, and let's see what else. I do have a note of instruction for parents on the website in the Relax Tools PowerPoint. The last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5 pages are a typewritten description of the tools that I've been describing here too on this video. So I hope that this is helpful. I hope that you and your kids and your friends and whoever you choose to share this with can find some good, healthy ways of outlet for your emotions, and find that you are just a more calm and peaceful person and able to react to whatever life throws at you and still be a happy person. All right. Feel free to email me or comment. My email is joy@joyhitstaylor.com. Thanks. Bye.